1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, let's read for the town. I shouldn't listen to music while I do this, but I'm doing it anyway because I'm a naughty boy. So we kick off with a length. I already failed at editing. Hey, anyhow, they let their two hostages go, and when they jump to the reasons. Honestly, it's the most interesting thing about Doug so far. Honestly, the most interesting thing about does this, and we're supposed to sympathize. Several times, in fact, he comes across. I shouldn't come in that hard. Several times, in fact, he comes off as being fairly well off, perfectly able to leave. But he catches them because one of them wore knuckleless gloves, and they punched a steering wheel in an. I genuinely have no clue how that connection got made, or even if I. Hang on, wait. I need to fix that. Anyway, the crew has a falling out, and Jim, whom I autocorrect, unlikable. He's a dude who robs banks for the. There is some promise in this premise, but the book isn't off. There's some promise. Oh my gosh. Let's go ahead and take a look at that bingo card. How did we actually? Oh, I forgot to do that. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. A reading for The Undoing of Saint Silvanis. Dead heart anymore. So let's see if this is really that great, or if I was just stupid. Spoilers about it. So all of this is great. It's moist. It feels peculiar style of parenting. At one point, her mom we're introduced to several characters who all have strike quite strong. Anyhow, it turns out that father was murdered instead of passing of natural cause. Over the course of a few weeks, while Jillian gets her. Oops. These moments are great and organic, and in a very. Quite hit the tier of 9.5 that I gave to Black M. Well, it may not quite hit the tier that I gave a 9.5. I heartily recommend it to anybody who enjoys good thrillers, dramas, family.
Alright, testing 1, 2, 3, testing 1, 2, 3, baby. Oh yeah, alright, okay, alright. I'm all hot chocolated up, and I'm ready to go. The monster comes from the mind and kills Paul. Okay, so far, so fine, whatever. The prologue is told in third person, but when the main story kicks off, we suddenly switch to first, and I have no clue why. It's a really jarring change. Or literally any other number of people. We can all agree that a mythical creature must have been So, group goes, because why miss... So, the group goes, because any excuse to mute... So, the group goes, because any excuse to make... So, the group goes, because any excuse to miss work is fine, I guess. And in order... This magical monster hunting business? This, like many world building. Plenty of RPG language tossed into the real world, and our group focuses. They fight a couple of the creatures that killed Paul, and they quickly. Point being that life shouldn't carry a nonchalance to its own ending, either logically or from a character's perspective. Oh my gosh. Where you were allowed to do that. To be fair, I have no proof that that's not the. Sure, they try to excuse it with, oh, these families grew up together. No, it's a really, really dumb way to say that there's a group of Anyhow, there's multiple mentions of the how. Anyhow, there's multiple.